Tea is Indians' favorite all-season drink. Did you know, if not for the British, it may not have been so. It is true that tea was found in India from ancient times, but it was mainly used for medicinal purposes and not as a recreational drink. A concoction of herbs and sweetened milk consumed in some parts of India was closest to the spicy, strong tea Indians have come to love now. In 1837, the first English tea garden was established at Chabua in Upper Assam. Initially, the British didn't grow tea for Indians. It was intended solely for export to the Western countries. Among Indians, only the Calcutta elite had access to tea around this time because it passed through the city's ports all the time. These elite Indians consumed tea the British way. That is, by steeping it in a china teapot, straining it into a teacup, and adding some milk and sugar to it. Sometime in the 1890s, the British thought about the possibility of a domestic market. They decided to explore it and began to promote tea in India. To the surprise of the British, the response from the Indian population was very poor. It might look strange now, but at that time, Indians accustomed to the taste of their own beverages didn't like this new drink much. Then came the Great Depression. International tea prices dropped sharply around the 1930s, and tea planters in India were left with large surplus stocks. This is when their focus turned to the Indian market and the Indian consumers. They began a massive promotional drive to familiarize Indians with the brew they were so desperately trying to sell. Free tea was distributed at crowded places in India. Posters advocating the health benefits of tea appeared in public places. Ways to brew tea were demonstrated through door-to-door promotional drives. However, as more Indians began to consume tea, the British way of making tea got lost. Tea vendors who used poor quality tea leaves and often reused them to reduce costs began to add large quantities of milk, sugar, and spices to it to reduce its bitterness. This was the variation Indians got used to. Addictive quality of tea did the rest of the work. And this is how a sweeter and milkier version of tea found its way to the Indian kitchen.